Doing a power leveling on Alchemy, mostly because it's my preferred one to do of the three, and I kind of keep referencing it. So, what we've been working on is we're just outside of River Run, or White Run, sorry, at the stables, and then early game you can hire this lovely little person here to take you to the different towns. I have done most of them because there's no point in making you watch all of it. So you hire out the carriage, it's fairly cheap. I mean, this is one of the longer runs, it's 50 gold. Early game, I know 50 can take a second, but. And then while you're up here, you loot all the plants, and you go find the alchemy shops. Berries are useful, so we'll collect those while we're here just because we're here. Predominantly what you're doing is you're tracking down the alchemist shops, stealing all their stuff, and then making potions. Don't think this one actually has an alchemist shop, but double check. Ah, Odmans. Must be it. Sounds like there's a dragon here. Wouldn't really be surprising. Frozen Hearth sounds like an inn. This is the longhouse. So if it's gonna be one of these shops, it's gonna be this one over here. Locked. Most of the shops open after 8 in the morning. Some of the time they glitch out and have to wait longer. This might just be a general merchant, but looks like not. So, think around, steal all their stuff. We are after potions and ingredients and spare money. Let's see. A lot of times the bowls have stuff in them. The moment it doesn't look like it, we need these. Don't need the rabbit, but we ended up with the rabbit. Don't mind if I do. That's worth a chunk of change. Everything from behind her, it looks like it. Normally they keep some high-end potions on the top. The best way to do that is to bait them upstairs and then run back down and loot the stuff before they come back down. So if you just run around up here, you can make some noise. Pretty soon they come to investigate, and then you can go steal all their stuff off the fireplace. But she's only got a little bit of stuff, so not an actual alchemist is why. And we don't really have anything. We've mostly got alchemy ingredients because I've looted all the rest of their shops. So that's what we've been working on. Now, let's see what we got for potions. I pretty much just sold off most of my potions, so we got a couple there. Some of these are worth a little bit. So when you hit a town, loot the shop, head back to your Thieves Guild, head to the fence, sell off all the stuff you looted, and then we're gonna jump off of this continent to the next one. Technically, you can stay on this continent and just by the time you port around, they reset because I mean most of them are within a 2-day travel, 3-day travel. So you can just chain your way around the map. Obviously a little bit time consuming, but they refresh their ingredients. Periodically you will have to make potions to sell to the shopkeeper and not just sell them here. Because sometimes you need more ingredients than they happen to have on them at the time. So we're gonna get what we can get. Obviously I've still got a bunch of gems and stuff, but I'm saving that for when I start smithing. What do we have? Got 2,500 gold. That's enough for now. If you want, you can work on training from the alchemists. It's particularly the one in White Run, but you can work from training the alchemists and then pickpocket the gold back if you feel so inclined. Now, we're gonna hop up here. So Windhelm Stables, and here's a farm. Farm's kind of the easiest one. We gotta jump on a boat and then go off to the other continent, but they have an awesome alchemy shop. Or snowberries. Alright. Hop our way up here. This dude.
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gallo.
To Solstheim. Is it gonna be a dragon there when we get there? There's also a lot of plants and stuff that don't grow very commonly on the mainland. Enough. A few dragons off over there. Most of us don't spend a ton of time on this continent, but to be fair, I haven't fully explored this continent either. And every time I think I've fully explored the main one, I discover otherwise. That's okay. You can always do more playthroughs, right? Alright.
I don't recognize you. You picked one of the... Just remember... Any questions? Raven Rock stop. They left the town, and even if it's been a... I have to be. A second count... This isn't exact... After all we've been through, Councillor Moore... As second councillor, it's my job to support him, and you're ignorant. It's the cap... I don't visit there often. Quite a while. Nobody's... Whatever the case may be, thousands...
Well, fancy looking guards. Probably have to go kill a dragon. All kinds of funky plants that don't grow on the mainland. What do we want? All of them. Because we can turn them into something. And the creep clusters are great. They're way more common on this planet, or this continent, than they are on the main.
Want to buy anything, or just laugh at our misfortune?
Alright, there's a good chunk of those. Oh. More just because we can. I totally said creep clusters. These aren't creep clusters. These are trauma roots. Trauma roots, whatever the heck you want to call them. Anyways. Oh, look at all this stuff.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide
All
by
right.
our rules. Otherwise, you'll answer to the reverend guard.
So she will train us further in alchemy, but the netch jelly is expensive. A lot of these ingredients are expensive. But because we've already made a bunch of money, we can do this and get away with it. So, with that being said, let's see where we're at right now on our alchemy is at 35. So I've been dumping points into it slowly as I've had to. This is the one we really want, but you can always clear these points out later, so it's totally worth just doing. At this point, I'm gonna save. Ingredients. There's a bunch of stuff in here that we haven't had before, so eat one of anything that you don't recognize. And hope it doesn't kill you. Later, you unlock the other tiers if you don't discover them accidentally. Of course, if you already know what you're making, that helps, but I don't memorize them. Because to be fair, by the time I'm done doing my setup, I don't really have to worry about it too much. Alright. So, there's a boatload of stuff. Now, the best thing to do for leveling out, actually check inside. Find, door's locked. Okay. So, we're going to take the boat back to Skyrim. We're going to hop down over here. Jump down to the Guardian Stones, which we passed on our way out of the cave from the far side of Helgen. We're going to grab the Thief Stone. Perfect. Then we're going to go up to Whiterun, and we're going to take a little nap. So the Thief Stone gives us a 20% boost to Alchemy, and then you can get well rested, which is like another 10%. So that's a 30% extra. Should have a key for this, considering my person gave me a key for it. Or is that not my house? Sure, that's my house. Yeah, gotta be my house. Weird. Something glitched. Okay, we're gonna crash at the inn.
Take a look.
But
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies?
alright, I don't ever sleep at the inn. More flowers. I want the flowers.
This is a local favorite.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Sweet.
I'll show you to
Which
your
room
room
is mine?
right this way. Need anything else? Just let me
Once
know.
was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade
Head
as he told
owned.
of old battles in gold he had made. But then he went
Ah,
quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he
this one mine?
maiden Matilda.
Sweet. Alright. Get our well rested bonus here.
If there's anything else you need.
Sweet.
Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high.
Did I sleep for the wrong 12? So now that we have done all that we have done, jump into here. So fortify health, all the fortifies are respectable. Now that you've got a boatload of ingredients, jump in here. And hammer out whatever you can. Try to run multiples, because you never know what concoctions you're going to discover. Now you just sit here and spam out whatever you can spam out. Fortify barter. After a little while, you start running low. But now, because you're making all of these, you don't actually have to deal with the fence and the Thieves Guild. Done. Start experimenting. See what else you can knock out and discover.
But do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that.
Alright, well, we are out of ingredients. So, obviously, that took us up like 10-15 levels. There are some... Oh, and she restocked. That's even better. So now you just go through and you buy out everything. And you rinse and repeat. And you're going to make way more than you spend at this point. So, infinite money regens, if nothing else. There are ways to make this even more effective. Some people have written some guides on what to farm and what's worth the most and all of that. This is just kind of my lazy man's way of doing it. I just port town to town, buy out all their stuff, and then sell it all back to them. And because all this stuff is here, we might steal it all. Make more potions, we can sell back to her. Now, the ingredients you can't sell back to her because you've stolen them all. However, potions that you make with the stolen ingredients is fine. Pick up anything we didn't have before. Perfect. Rinse and repeat. Generally, the fortifies are better for cost points. And then if you find the fortify alchemy enchants, then that's even simpler. Because that makes these worth a lot more. This also speed levels your speech because you're selling stuff constantly.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
So for me, this is just a rinse and repeat. Like I said, you can also do this and kick up a few. That costs a bunch of money. We just leveled, yay, leveled up. Go back, talk to her.
I think I can teach you a thing or two.
Retrain, we don't have the money. Peachy. Let's see if we can steal the money back from her.
You'll find tonics.
Retrain.
I think I can teach you a thing or two.
And this is one of the other tricks that people use. So now, if you screw it up, it just reload. Now, the only one I haven't had any luck with is pickpocketing the pickpocket trainer for some reason. I don't know. Like, for me, it's about 1 to 7, but I haven't really leveled up my pickpocket that much, so. Wait until she goes and stand still, too.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
Now, unfortunately, this doesn't give the gold back to her shopkeeper inventory, which I find dumb. Anyways, we're not having any luck with that, so moving on. So, there. Morthal's close by. Let's hop over here. Pretty much what I do. I just chain my way around. Once you get a little bit of gold running and you can do that first dump, it's a lot quicker just to drop in. I still hear it. I guess I didn't kill it the last time. Weird. Stuff to steal because it hasn't replenished from last time, which is fine. Where? Oh, early. No wonder she's not here. There you are.
So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
You'll hit a point where you're like, oh, that was expensive, and then you remember that you've got, a few thousand gold worth normally of potions sitting in your inventory by this point in time, so a little less critical. And we're starting to get some decent level potions going. So,
You've already learned all I can teach you.
level up again. Points in his stamina.
Need something? There's nothing more I can teach you.
Cool.
Huh?
Got everything we can get from her. Let's solitude. Yeah, we can. Oh, yeah, I can't fast travel. There's a dragon. Where are you? Rid of you. There's supposed to be a dragon.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Coincidentally, I don't see a dragon. Now you can just port from Solstheim to back to Skyrim or back to Whiterun, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and that port works really well for this as well. There are some guides, like I say, that's recommended for what plants to grow, so you can craft out. They said Fortify Health is the one I primarily saw. Said it's like 221 of them, which requires some ingredients that some of us don't always have. So I just mass craft whatever I can craft. All right, that was fun. She's broke too. Pretty soon you end up with a surplus. You're like, all right, got enough to buy you out, buy you out, buy you out, sell a couple potions, rinse and repeat. Let's see. Markarth is. Sunstar doesn't have anything that I'm aware of. Winterhold, not really. Let's pop over to Windhelm, then we'll pop off this continent. Riften's got one as well, so we can drop back down and sell off our stuff to the fence. Memory serves, there's a fence in this town too, but that's beside the point.
My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him.
May the Eight guide you.
Always show up in the middle of the night.
To the file. Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the file, you...
It doesn't matter what I believe. Norellian does. And it might be the only thing...
Dude, get to work.
Need of tonics or potions? Come see me at my shop.
I am seeing you at your shop. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Now you can buy the recipes as well. I just don't. Try not to overspend too much unless you don't have a choice. Because no point. Alright, moving on.
May the Eight.
Pop over here.
Captain Gallon does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate.
Not really any faster than walking, in case you were wondering. But we've been gone long enough for all these to respawn. At least some of them to respawn. Over here.
Looking for... So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
That'll work. You can tell we're not short on potions.
If you're looking for any exotic ingredients...
Alchemy. Sweet.
I think I can teach
Alright. Did go to her. Oh. For instance, that stack that's worth 1,500 gold.
Good afternoon. I think I can teach you a thing or two. Yes? So you're interested
Wait, they
in
fixed it so it works.
ingredients?
Okay.
After we left Morrowind, found ourselves in Skyrim. Need something? I think I can teach you a thing or two.
Now,
So
if we
you're
can
interested in my potions and ingredients?
manage to do this and then steal all this gold back, we'll be in great shape. What we're gonna do
What do you need?
in a minute,
I think I can teach
see
you
if
a
we've
thing
got
or
the
two.
stuff to make potions. Okay.
So
If
you're
not, it's
interested
still been
in
an awesome run, and we've still got a reserve from all the stuff that we stole from somebody else. We're about out of potions. But we haven't crafted any out of the last patch either. Oh,
I think I can teach you a thing or two.
sweet. That caps out to 57. Well,
Careful with those netches. They may look tame, but they can seriously
do
hurt.
we have anything for fortifying pickpocket? Not yet. Sweet.
What do you need?
Oh, when that happens,
Good afternoon.
go back to doing what we know. Make the random potion.
What do you need? Need something? Need something? Looking for any potions? Ingredients? Alchemical supplies? If you're looking for any exotic ingredients, just ask. I might have what you need. My husband Garen maintains our farm. Without him, Raven Rock would likely go hungry.
Sweet. Level 59.
So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Okay.
Careful with those netches. They may look tame, but they can
Now,
seriously hurt.
let's see if we can get stupid lucky. He doesn't have the money. Okay. Never mind.
Even think about it. How dare you! What do you need?
You're in.